Hi, hello everyone. Emmanuel, can you hear me? Sound check.
Yeah. Fine. Perfect.
Can you hear me, Emmanuel? Wait, are you frozen?
Yeah.
Or is it my
Perfectly
network?
perfect. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. Hello everyone. Hi there. Toby here. Welcome to another episode of our stream today. Sorry about the lateness. Cause we're trying to do like a bunch of stuff and some things happen in the background. But we're here today, and we're going to be streaming something Rust related. Uh, we do like deep dives, maybe write a few stuffs here and there, and build some stuff. But um, but yeah, without further ado, let's start with introductions. Hi everyone. I'm Toby Loba, and I'm a software engineer and developer relations engineer at Gaia. In my years of experience building in tech, I've worked in industries from dev tooling to front end to Web3, and now I do decentralized AI. So I'm excited to be here today to stream onto this side of my screen. The right side of my screen is Emmanuel.
Yeah. Thanks, Toby. Hi guys. So my name is Emmanuel, software engineer. 3 years experience. Currently working as a senior front end developer at Roba. Um, do a lot of open source streaming, open source contribution, and yeah, awesome experience today alongside Toby. We'll be doing some Rust stuff today, so hoping to have a fun one today, and hoping you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, uh, the cadence of the stream today, yeah, Emmanuel. I was thinking we'd sort of like go through, say, a few blogs here and there, maybe probably build something or just like search GitHub or something like that for like projects that people have worked on and try to maybe run them. So what are you thinking? Or what do you think, rather?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. So, can go through a couple of blogs around like cool projects that we built with Rust. We can also check through GitHub as well. Yeah, I think that's a
Okay,
good
awesome.
plan.
Uh, Give me a sec. Let me just try to. I tried to log into my GitHub, but I think I'm logged in on Safari. And yes, I had to use Safari. It was a crazy day yesterday. So, well, yeah, we're here today. So, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, wait, one sec. Yeah, let me just go to GitHub here and see if I can find the blog too. Now, share my screen. Oh my God, wait. So, I've not shared my screen before. And because this is the first time, I may have to. Or will you share your screen so I don't cut the stream?
Oh, okay. You see, like the permission stuff.
Yeah, permission stuff, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Somebody actually watching from Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like one person.
Awesome. Awesome. Wait. Oh, I have a lot of tabs. But this is very weird. So if you have a lot of tabs on Chrome, right, when you create a new tab, like on the top nav, you don't see it itself, like it's hidden. So you have to clear.
Oh, damn.
So you have,
How do
uh,
you even get to that limit? Like I've never hit that limit before. I always close on my
bro, like
tabs.
this is actually a new high for me too. I'm like, what? How do I have this much tab? But let me just try to close.
Mm, yeah, let me just check real quick. Let me reach Google for first.
Um, okay. Figure it out. Yeah. So, do you have any links, Toby, that you want us to check out?
Yeah, I'm just looking through like I'm looking through like what's it called? Um sorry, the web right now. But I'm trying to see if um yeah, I'm trying to see one very um good example that we can actually use. Okay, so somebody that is being a massive,
Okay.
there's this very fun title I just gonna person is like a marketist journey. It's building an HTTP server from scratch.
Oh, with Trust.
Yeah, it was so the person didn't use any libraries, they just used pure um pure like Rust to build their HTTP server. It's like a very recent article even. Let me share, maybe we can actually learn from
Okay.
this.
Yeah, please
I
share.
can follow along the steps. So I just send it to like private chat. Let's start with this one. I think this one will be really fun to work with on stream. Like a masochist journey to building an HTTP server from scratch.
Hmm. STD plus TCP. How hard could it be? Nice, nice. Uh, okay. Yeah. What year was it published? Oh, May
Yeah, it was this year,
2020.
like May. It was in May, like this year.
So I think we can explore this then. Let me share my screen one sec.
Let me see if I can set up VS Code real quick. Oh wow! So VS Code is now like what's it called? They are like they now identify rather as an AI code editor. Isn't that fun?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So um, this is a blog written by Prince Priyashum
Priyanshu, Priyanshu,
Varma. Priyanshu, yeah. Pardon my,
Priyanshu Varma.
yeah. Mm, so this is actually the name alone, like the header and the title is very captivating. Rust
Yeah,
plus
like really captivating. Rather.
STD plus TCP. How hard could it be? Uh, so we'll just walk through this. So this is just building an HTTP server from scratch with Rust. Uh, so let's see. And then the prerequisite. I've always been curious about Rust, the board around it, memory safety, zero cost abstractions, and fearsome compiler made me both intrigued and intimidated. So instead of starting with tutorials relying on heavy frameworks, I decided to try something different, build a tiny server from scratch. Nice. Yes. Because when normal people want to learn a new programming language, they start with the hello world. But me, I thought let's reinvent the wheel, but make it square. And also let's use only
The
stone
guy
tools
is
where
funny. The guy is
like
funny.
it. Like the amount of humor in this opening speech is very, very crazy. So it might sound boring or even like a waste of time. And yes, at times it felt like that. But I ended up learning a lot through the process. To take things up a notch, I decided to do it using only the standard library, no external crates. Wow. So the challenge, build a simple REST API server for a to-do app with just the bare minimum. No TQ, no hyper, no sed, just Rust STD library. At least that was the plan, right? Until things got overwhelming enough to reconsider.
So fun
So
fact is
spoiler.
that in Rust, whenever you're like building anything that has to do with like a server or some shit, you always
Mm-hmm.
have to like you always have to use Tokyo. Tokyo is like a very popular library there for like the async runtime or something.
Mm.
If
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah. I remember there was this time we did
like
something
the compiler,
like a
right?
contribution. Yeah, that we
Yeah,
had to like install stuff from that
Tokyo. Yeah,
crate.
exactly.
Yeah. So uh spoiler about overwhelming. I mean the moment I realized passing Jason without said is likely to eat soup. It's like trying to eat soup with a fork or technically possible, but an exercise is futility. So it's okay, it's possible, but it's very difficult. That's what it means. Yeah, I think. So set up and getting started. As a professional beginner, I started by watching a crash course on Rust before diving in. Trust me, I knew nothing about Rust. Professional beginner is my political correct way of saying I have syndrome, but with extra steps. So this way, when I inevitably mess up, I can say, well, what did you expect? I'm professionally bad at this. After watching a simple crash course and learning how Rust works and what its syntax looks like, I realized for the first time it's not going to be simple. Um, Rust's learning curve isn't a curve at all. It's a brick wall with spikes on it, and the Rust compiler stands atop it. So looking down at you with a mixture of pity and disappointment, like a cat watching you try to open a can of tuna with your bare hands. Okay. So the one in which I convince myself I know Rust. Ignoring the existential dread that comes with the learning a new system programming language, I installed Rust on my WSL with a simple one-liner from Rust official site. Then created a fresh project and started printing hello world so I could motivate myself that I do know Rust. Okay. So this is the command to simple command to create a new Rust server. So cargo new Rust server, then cd to your project and cargo run. So I think we need to even have cargo installed, right?
Yeah,
Before
first.
you can use cargo.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just got my PS code. So when you want to connect on live, share, just let me know.
Yep, yep. Let me see. I'm not sure I even have cargo installed. Just check how to install cargo. Uh, Installation. The easiest way to get cargo is to install the current table by using. Okay, can I copy this?
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me try this.
But you have Rust installed like on your machine, right?
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure because I had it before and then I was I had it before then I had to uh like wipe my system and stuff. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I'm not sure I have it anymore. Let me just add this command. This is running. Uh, okay, I think it's cargo. Okay, this is the standard installation. Just press enter.
Mm.
Okay, so this should also install cargo as well.
Okay.
I think. So while this is loading, let's just continue going over this.
Okay.
Uh, so after installing your new run server, you have to CD into it and run cargo run. This is to start the server. So 5 minutes in, and I'm basically John Skit of the Rust World. Put that on my LinkedIn. After wasting some time patting myself on the back for successfully printing text to the
Yeah.
console, a true technological breakthrough. I opened Rust docs for the standard library and found TCP listener. So I quickly created a server using it. Let's listen equal to TCP listener. This is bind, and I think this is the port. Yeah, listening at 500 and unwrap. So it was simple. Just give the address and unwrapped any error. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not recommended to unwrap any function that can give an error in production because if an error occurs, it will panic and stop the program. Since that is not production code, I can do it. Okay. Okay, so we have this. So I just tried to see the desktop. Um, so what was the command we had initially? So cargo new. So just run cargo new.
Start a new
Okay.
project.
Yeah. Command not found. Cargo.
Wait, maybe you
As
have
far
to
as
restart your refresh your terminal. Is there no command they give you there to refresh your terminal? But yeah, they said you should do something. Did you do it?
oh,
Um,
this
you got
is
your
okay.
current
You
shell.
need to start your current shell. This will reload your
Yeah,
parts. Blah blah blah. Okay, okay, okay.
but you said you need to
To
run this
configure
command,
your current shell, you need to.
the command with the leading dot for home or something. Just they already gave you the three commands at the bottom. So the first one is that with the dot $ home slash dot
That's this one.
cargo. No,
Yeah.
no. This is usually done by Like yeah, so you see those
Okay, these
telecom.
guys were one for themselves. Um,
So this first one is the only one you need. Yeah.
this
No, with
one,
the
right?
dot, the full stop in front. There's a full
Full
stop
stop
in
in
front
front.
of no, the first one. There's a
This one.
copy from the full stop. Yeah, copy from that full stop. Yeah, to the end. Yeah.
Uh, okay. And around cargo new now. Destination already exists. Mm.
Did you
Okay,
work
let me
this
just
time?
change.
Oh wait, you're
Let
frozen.
me just give
Is
it
it my network?
the name. Rust
Did it work?
server.
Looks like you're frozen for a
Yeah,
while.
but it says the destination already exists, like the name.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So Rust server parties. So we can see date to that now. Yeah. And then cargo run. If you run the server. Yeah, awesome. Hello world. So this actually ran, I think.
Hello, Rust.
Uh, okay. So I think we're on the right track. So after wasting time, blah blah blah. Okay, I opened Rust docs for
Mm-hmm.
standard library.
Yeah.
We've gone through this. So it's not recommended to unwrap any function that can give an error in production. Because if an error causes to panic and start the program, since it's not production code, I can do that. Okay. But I usually see this unwrap a lot in Rust
Mm,
code.
yeah.
Uh,
So
this
it's for like
particular,
error handling. So instead of something to like fail completely, if you have unwrap, you can like sort
we
of
just stop.
handle yeah to
Yeah,
just break or like to like fail gracefully or something. If that makes any sense.
yeah. So in fact, I'll be sprinkling unwrap like confetti throughout this project. My error handling strategy, if it breaks, I'll deal with it. Never. This is what we call confidence in the software development industry. After calling the listener, we need to listen for incoming requests. Here's how. So for stream in listener than incoming, let's stream equal to stream the unwrap handle connection stream. Um, so very basic single threaded server that will listen for one incoming request at a time. Okay, so you can handle multiple requests at once. So for now, I don't think I will add multi-threading. I was wrong. I did that. My famous right last words right up there with how hard could it be, and I'm sure we don't need unit tests for this. A classic beginner energy, I unwrapped the stream and called the handle connection. A function I defined like this. So handle connection takes in a stream, a TCP stream. So let's buff read equals buff reader uh, new stream. So for line in buff read dot lines, let line equals line dot unwrap. If line dot is empty, then break. And if not outside, print received. So I think we can. Let me just try to open this on my VS Code one sec. Um, so this is also splitting the yellow one when we run cargo run.
Yeah.
So these are like dependencies. Examples. let's move on. So believe me or not, printing this took serious time. By serious time, I mean I spent 30 minutes debugging why my buffer reader wouldn't print anything, only to realize I had forgotten to actually send the request to the server. Yes, and that developer will check if the monitor is plugged in after calling IT support. What? It's very busy. Create a buffer reader and look through each line, yeah, printing it to the console. At the end of the day, you see something like hello. Okay, you see something like here, mut is used with and okay. In Rust, mut is for making a variable mutable. Okay, like creating a mutable variable, and ampersand is
Ampersand
for referencing a variable instead of copying it. Okay,
variable
pointing a
instead of
reference.
copying it.
So ampersand mute string is a mutable reference. So if you try to access or modify the string again outside this function, you get an error on attributes. Okay, it makes sense. So it means that wherever you use this, if you don't directly have access to the variable, right, outside of the function, you just only have a reference to that variable. So did I
Yeah.
mention Rust has ownership rules? It's like a friend who won't lend you anything without making you sign a contract in blood. What I would say is that well, you can borrow my you can borrow my stream, but I need it back exactly as you found it, or the compiler will hurt it down. Okay. So received get HTTP 1.1, received host localhost 5000, received user agent called 8.5.0, accept. Okay, these are like the server responses, I guess, that is being printed here. So you are seeing how
So it's doing
HTTP
like raw
works
TCP.
protocol.
It's doing like raw TCP stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
Or is it HTTP? It's HTTP, sorry.
it's
Like it's
HTTP.
making the request with Rust directly.
So yeah, the raw HTTP requests in all its glory. It's like seeing how sausage is made, oddly satisfying, but makes you appreciate the attraction that no, normally hide it from you.
This guy has a great vibe, to be honest. To be honest.
You get very interesting. Like the fact that what is implementing is something that people might find like boring and very like
Like intimidating.
low level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but with the way he presents everything, it makes it look very fun and interesting.
yeah, exactly.
So in the first line we have method, what action to perform, like get or post, right? Case sensitive. So it has to be uppercase, I think, for all request method. So
Mm-hmm.
request URL, the path, and then the version, the HTTP version. Okay. The rest are headers, host, user agent, etc. Yes, I'm actually linking to the RFCs, which makes me feel very important. Nothing says I'm a serious developer like citing RFC document that nobody's actually going to read, but they are there just in case you want to fall asleep really quickly. If we send a post request, we also get the body. Okay, so these are just like standard HTTP um, requests. So what goes along the content type, user agent, the host, the method, and yeah. So this is also like when you are using a post request and you pass a body. So that is also you see. For now, we need to extract
Yeah.
method, path, body, headers, and query parameters as well.
Hmm?
So REST is useless for now. Right? Extracting it from this plain string isn't easy. It's just text with no types. It will be fun to do. It won't be. Um, so spoiler: when the developer says something will be fun, they mean they mean it will be a soul crushing exercise that makes them question their. choice. But here, there's coffee. This is so funny, man. I
Yeah, it's a
just
vibe, bro.
you get like nah. It's just trying to lure you to make you believe it's actually going to be fun. So sending the response. Right now, the request just hangs because we are not sending anything back. It's like when you text someone a question and they read it, but they don't respond. Rude, right? Our server is currently with that person. Let's write a manual response. So this is a response to server. Let status line equal HTTP 1.1 threaded. Okay. So this is static. Regardless of what you send to the server, you're going to get that response back. Uh, that same response back. So stream dot write response dot as bytes dot unwrap. Boom, response sent. So when I tap boom, I felt like I just launched a SpaceX record rocket. But in reality, I just sent 18 bytes over local host. Let's keep our achievement in perspective. Right? So this is how the response looks like. Okay. But this is still the
Wait,
response.
go up a bit. Let me see actually. Let me see what he sent again.
So you just sent
So,
the
oh, he
entire
just sent like
he
each line.
formatted it.
Yeah, okay, okay. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
So
I see.
status
So
line
yeah, okay,
is
okay. No
this,
wonder.
and then yeah, content and all. So that is for day one. That's all I did. Simple stuff. But I was happy. This bit of work taught me how to spin up a TCP server in Rust, only the standard library, how HTTP requests actually look on the wire, and how to send a raw HTTP response manually. So those are the three things: sending a response, HTTP response manually, how an HTTP response, an HTTP request looks like on the peer, and also how
Yeah,
to start or how to run a TCP server. So a simple TCP server. Mm, nice, nice. Can we try one of these? Let me just try to add, just to be
yeah, for sure. Let's give it a try.
so this one liner. Let me just grab this one liner. So instead of printing, do we have to print the list now? Just to see it. Okay. So let's just try to listen. So we're listening for incoming requests. I don't think this is going to do anything yet. Okay, and no connection. Okay, let's also add this as well. I don't think this is properly formatting. Maybe I don't have.
Yeah. It's probably because you don't have the like formatter on your editor or something.
Yeah. So let's try to do cargo run. Let's see what we have. Mm, Let me share you like share as well.
Okay.
I sent it to
Okay.
you
Got
guys
it.
chat.
Yeah.
So let's try cargo. Hmm. Love errors. Uh, the first one, use of undeclared type T space now. So consider importing these structs. Okay. Do we want to import this outside top here? Also TCP stream as well. Okay, same thing when you go for. Let's run it again.
And the
Oh,
connection takes in a TCP string, and then it creates a
yeah.
buff reader. It creates a buff
Mm-hmm.
reader with that TCP string, and then you are looping over like a line of the buffer or buffer reader or buffer return that
Yeah.
comes back, and then line dot unwrap. You're like passing each line, and then if line is empty, break, else
Mm-hmm.
print out line. Interesting. So yeah, so it's basically doing the print thing that he wants to do, and then you can acknowledge
Yeah.
whether or not he received that response that was sent over localhost.
Buff read dot lines. Hmm. Buff read dot lines is not methods available for buff reader.
So unwrap actually allows you to return a value. So so if there's a value
Yeah.
to return it, if there isn't, it will just throw you like option or something that either some or none. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's always some or none. But then if the result is okay, it returns the value, else it returns an error or something like that. So it's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's running. So I don't think so. Dev profile unoptimized debugging for. Okay. So I don't think we can get or we're getting this. Let me check. So okay, this is debugging why my buffer reader wouldn't print anything.
What did you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said something.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure why this is like it's just running. It's not actually printing.
Yeah, because with print line received something something. Yeah, it's still running
Yeah.
now. I don't think it's done running. Or is it stuck in a loop or something?
Beginning it to, but it's not supposed to take this long. To run. I'm not trying to see if I'm missing out, if I'm missing something. still running, maybe we should give him more time. I don't think he should run for this long. If you are still coming up, if you are still coming, let me know.
Yeah, but do you have this server running though? Like ports, do you have anything running on port 5000?
I actually do not have anything running on Spotify.
I'm not supposed to have something running there for you to listen because it doesn't seem
Exactly.
that it's
I
listening
just
for
thought
anything.
about it now. Hmm.
Yeah,
So how do we spin up
if
locals
server
in
on port
5,000?
5000, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure actually.
because he actually has to
Unless we
have the
have,
server.
yeah, something
He
has to
actually
be
has to have
running
something
on that
running
port.
here for you to listen to at
What does
this
he say? What
particular.
does what does he say on his blog though? Like, what is he running?
I'm not sure exactly. So, oh, he did mention it here. So he spent 30 minutes debugging one of a file that wouldn't print anything. Only to realize I had forgotten to actually send a request to the server. Mhm. That means he set up like a local server, but it didn't really show how we did it. So you have to set up this local
Yeah,
5000.
I guess he's still talking about it. Let's keep
Mm-hmm.
reading.
Yeah. So okay, this is for the response. But it means that this will just keep running without
Yeah, it
actually
won't print any. There's nothing running
printing
on
any.
that port, so there's nothing to actually get.
Yeah. So day two is HTTP parsing hell. Or why don't I just use the framework again? Today's mission turn a chaotic stream of bytes into a neat little request struct that we can actually work with. So think of it like decoding alien signals, except it's HTTP and slightly less cool. The goal is to be able to write code like this. So handle connection, mutable string, TCP, let request equals type of request new stream. So this is referencing the stream. So print request method, rec the method. Yep, just call it request new stream. Should give us all the sweet info, method part, headers, query body. Right? But before that happens, we need to teach our program how to read the stream and not choke. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, if you're wondering why didn't I just use a library for this? Congratulations, you're smarter than me. But we're committed to this to the beat now. So let's keep reinventing this particular wheel until it's almost round-ish. Okay. So to implement it, let's create a struct called Rust. I mean request. For this, I'll create a
Yeah.
new file request slash mod.rs and create name.rs file in it. Inside name.rs, I register request slash mod.rs like this. So pub mod request. So this will register this module and you get auto completion if you are using VS Code. Okay. Yes, autocomplete, the thing that writes 90% of my code for me. Let's be honest, without intelligence, some of us will be reduced to grunting and throwing rocks at our computers. Like you can
Man.
imagine having to type every single word,
Every single thing, bro.
every single thing to be crazy. Like you can have a single file that had like that has like over 1,000 lines of code. Just keep writing every single thing, one after the other. It's crazy. Now inside request.mod.rs, let us define the struct. Okay, so pub struct request, pub method, paths, headers, query, and content. So these are like so these are what's it called with classes, um, no methods. What was it now? Properties, yeah, of this class. So method has a type of string, part is also a string, and headers an hash map. Um, Query is also an hash map, and content is a string. Um, so this request to have this stored stuff we talked in the one. Also added debug macro for debugging it. For debugging it is optional. Okay. So for this struct, we need to define only one function named new, which will make the TCP string reference, and in result gives response or error string. So we have this inside of this file. So request it's like in mod the rs. So the request code, the request struct code we had earlier. Yeah. Um, so imp request. So this is like a function in yours, I guess. So implement impl request like a method here.
So
So pub
a new request.
yeah
I
this
think it's called a treat or something like that.
it's called a what?
I think it's called a treat or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Oh, a trait. Oh, okay. I used to think it's like a method.
It's kind of like an interface. The way structs works.
Oh,
I think treats tend to work together. Let me just check it up real quick.
okay, okay. Um,
Yeah, it's like behaviors, a collection of methods that can be implemented by various types. Um,
okay.
one quick search says, oh yeah, no, I think I was, okay, wait,
Collection of
yeah.
methods.
So you can implement a trait on a type. Yeah, it's mostly focused on methods, while structs tends to be focused on like, like data types and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So pub fn new mutable stream referencing TCP stream. So this should output result self and a string type. So processing code. Like this, we can create a function which is public, so can be accessed anywhere by anywhere taking TCP stream and result request. So I've gone for the result self comma string return type because nothing says I'm a Rust developer quite like wrapping everything in results, right? So it's like putting your code in a bubble wrap. Sure, it's harder to use, but at least it won't break if you don't. If you okay, it won't break if you drop it. Okay. Mm, our first step is to grab all the text from the buffer and store it. We need to read the bytes from the stream. For that, we define a couple of variables. So, const message size 1024 standard bytes size. So let's mutable received, which is a vector type U8. Okay, this will store the full request. And then let's mutable RX byte, uh, a temporary buffer to store it temporarily. So question, why use a fixed size buffer like RX bytes instead of reading directly into receive? Okay, answer because string.read wants a fixed size buffer to read into. I spent way too much time figuring that out. Don't be like me, just use the buffer. Okay. So RX bytes. Okay, I'm trying to see. I want to fit size buffer to read into. So this is like It has like a fixed size. Uh, okay. True story. I spent about an hour trying various combinations of the read to end, the read to string, and custom buffer strategies before realizing that TCP streams don't have a clear end until they are closed. The documentation mentions this, but who reads the documentation? Am I right? Please read documentation. Yeah, read documentation so that you don't be doing tutorial hell going round circuits and at the end not still finding what you want. So read documentation. But please read updated documentation. Don't read old documentation. And you're wondering why your hello world code is not running, whereas it says you're doing exactly what's on the documentation. So now the scary part, the loop. Okay, they have like a special loop for this. So loop, let bytes read equals string dot read. Okay, this is referencing a new table. So this is the RX byte, fixed byte. So match byte underscore read. Um, this is string dot. So what does this mean? These loops keep reading the string into RX byte, and each chunk is pushed into received. So we stop reading once fewer bytes are read than our buffer size, usually meaning the request are learned. Also, remember, I'm sharing my experience. If you copy this loop from Stack Overflow, check it before you run it. This guy is giving like OG tips. This is very so let's be honest, we're all copying from Stack Overflow. The difference between junior and senior developers is that senior knows which part to modify after copying. Okay. I think there's some truth in what you just said. So match byte underscore read. So okay byte receive the extent from slides. So ampersand RX byte. So if byte is less than message size will break. So if there's an error, then print the error basically. So we're handling two conditions if result is okay and on error. So for error, we're doing a basic call to login, and for okay, we are getting a variable named byte, which is a U size integer. That is the number of bytes that were successfully read. Only need to convert it to string and then extract that information. The error handling here is what I call log and pray. We print the error and hope someone is watching the console. This is state of art error handling of a wicked project. Log and pray. So now second step is to convert this received vector in string. So let's request text equals okay string from UTF it received unwrap. So we're converting this received vector into a string. So
Yeah.
this allows us to convert it into a string. Now we'll split this request text with new line character and create some hash map variables to store headers and query parameters. Okay. So let note request line. It's a vector string. Request text or split. Okay. Or splitting by new line to store headers and query parameters in the hash map. So we have header map query parameters. The classic split and collect pattern, the programming equivalent of opening a UPS package with safety scissors. It works, but there's a lot of awkward maneuvering involved. Now let's start extracting stuff. Foremost, the easy one, HTTP method, is which in first time, okay, which is in first time. First line of HTTP request. If you get slash path. So let's request line equals request line. You're taking the first index. Um, let's make part equals request line dot split ASCII white space. Okay, so this is like splitting the string. So let HTTP method equals part dot next dot unwrap. Let full part equals part dot next unwrap. So here we have taken the first line from the request lines vector we created, then split that with white space and assign first part as HTML method and second to full part. So full part we have our part name and query parameters that we will extract by separating this with the question mark. So notice those beautiful unwrap calls. That's me saying I trust this HTTP request to be perfectly formatted, which is like trusting a toddler with cake. It's gonna get messy. So separate part and query string. Okay, so we're trying to extract the query string. So part and query a vector string. So we do full part the split um, by question mark
Split
we
by
call it.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, so let part equals part and query. So part is the first one. Then the query will be obviously what you have in the second index. So after separating the first one, always first one will always be part and the rest will handle if the length of the part and query is greater than one, which means query parameters are passed. Then okay. So if part and query the length greater than one, so it means that if you have only the parts and it's in query params, you just be index of zero, so you just one element. But once you have more than one element, that means you have like query param. So let's query string equals parts and query one dot join. So let's query pairs vector string query the string the split. Okay, so if you have more than one query parameters, so the other ones will come along with like 1%. So the collect. So for pairs and query pairs, if let some key
Mm-hmm.
value equal to pair the split once equal to so query parameter insert key dot to string comma value dot to string. So I think what we're trying to do here. So okay, I think this one is so further query string uh is a string after joining the rest of the stuff excluding the part. You can see the spreading one dot dot. This will exclude one index, keeping the rest same. Afterward, again splitting with ampersand because request might have multiple queries. Then looped queries pairs splitting with equal to or the assignment
Once.
variable. So once and okay, splitting it once and inserting the values in the hash map we created query params. So we're taking the keys right, of the query params and the values and we're storing it in the hash map. So every time I write code like this, a framework developer somewhere shared a single tier. We're essentially manually parsing query parameters like it's 1999. Next, I'll be setting up my GeoCities page, adding a visitor counter. So, fun fact, till now we just manipulated only first line of protocol. So let's just remove that first line from the request line, so it will not conflict the upcoming stuff. Remove the request line. So this is request line. Just remove first line. Now, third step is to extract body and header. So to do that, we need to separate them by uh, escape character R and A into pieces. First will be the header part, and the rest is body. Let's get into the index of this blank line. So blank line index request line is at iterator position. Okay. So after getting this in, they just split off body out. So let body lines equals mute request lines are split off black line index. Okay. body lines just remove. Body content equal to body lines just join. So you construct body as a string. String. Hmm. So yes, the split of leave the part including the index provided. So um, okay, remove that in the second line. So remove. You can observe that I have specified ampersand neat in the body line. This will give a native reference body lines. That is why we're able to remove first line. Okay, so while implementing, I realized for the second time, Rust is not for noobs. Okay, Rust is not for noobs. Should be their official slogan. The Rust compiler is like that strict teacher who makes you sure your work and won't let you get away with anything. You're using a mutable reference here, but do you declare ownership rights? I think not. Okay. So again, it's teaching body content in a string that can be passed by said or custom parser. I'm not going that deep for now. If you have a hobby to waste time reading this type of devlogs, then you can try yourself to build one parser or ping me to do it. So I can, let's be real. If you are reading this, you either have an LD fascination with this stupid person, or you are my mom. Hi, mom. Either way, I'm concerned about it. Oh man, like it's actually crazy that we've even gone like almost halfway, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you can stick, yeah, if you can stick with him uh, to this
But
point,
let's jump to the end. I actually see what you did. To be honest, I want to run it to see what you actually built. If you put the GitHub,
yeah,
you should put the final project, right, or the GitHub or
I'm not
something.
sure if you tag the GitHub. You probably have tagged it on top. Let's see. We have a couple of comments. Oh, there's even a GitHub. That's nice. If you read this side, okay, okay. Mm, okay. Let me check out the GitHub. Let me see if can see a simple web server will trust from scratch. Okay. Uh, okay, this page is a complete implementation of web server and OSP from scratch. Okay, nice. So let me see. Let me see what was able to be. Yeah, no, I ended up with passed throughout TCP stream into request routes. Built a structured response system with content type headers, implemented conditional routing slash header with query parameters, adding a concurrent thread pool to handle multiple connections, and to clean up thread crisply with using a drop treat. Never used a single external crate. Hmm. Question my sanity approximately 17 times. Okay, so at the end, it was was actually able um, to make like structured responses
Mm-hmm.
for requests. Mm, pass method. Okay. Next step I can essentially recreate a time limited versions of this. Nice, nice. So let's try out the code and see what we're able to get. Let me just go to the hub. One sec. So you updated the connection. Okay.
But
So find
wait, it's still doing the
this.
same thing though.
Yeah, it's doing the same. So you just define this server address and server
So where
port.
does the server? So how do we get our server?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to even do. Use server methods. Okay, we already have this. Did we?
Wait, chill. Maybe check. Maybe he has a readme that explains how to run the server separately.
I don't think the readme has personalized reason. No, I don't think the readme has. Let's see the request first.
Oh, so he's handling both the request and response himself, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
So I think at the end, the thing would end up being its own server or something that runs on a specific port, its own server and clients rather.
Pass headers. I think this is used like this one is going to like be handling incoming request. Not like it's passing this exact request to his server. I think so. There's a response also as well. So status
Yeah, he does
text.
handle response now.
Yeah, 200. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not just sure where we're meant to run the server controllers.
So we try running the project.
Hmm. We have to move. We have to move all the code, or at least the
No,
ones we have.
we can just clone his repo and try to run it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Let me just see. Yeah, that was so before. Yeah.
So let's see what he ended up building to handle that sort of request response flow. You should also, by the way, you should stop your terminal. I think it's still running for you.
Yeah, this right.
Yeah,
You're running for ages now.
you should stop the server rather.
So git clone. Okay. CD first server. Okay. So just open this again. Oh wait, is that going to end the live share session? Oh, my bad, my bad. I think it would. Why are you still connected? Can you hear me? Baby? Let me
Can you
just
hear me?
keep you.
Yeah, can you hear?
I said the you terminated the live share. So let me just share a new one with you.
Okay.
Real quick. So I sent it.
Just shared it. Okay, okay.
Um,
We're connecting.
so yeah, did you even mention? Let me see. Okay, cargo
Okay, I
run
just sent.
failed server. Or do we not have to install? Okay, it doesn't have any.
Did you cargo install or something?
Yeah, so I don't think it has like dependencies. So okay, it's actually going to install. So I can see set compiling.
But wait, why is Surge Jason installing? So he said he didn't use any of those.
I can even see like the actual set package here. I also see.
Okay, so now it's running. Oh, so cargo installs and runs for you. So I think it's already running.
Yeah,
So how do we test this? This is kind of awkward, to be honest. Do we just go to that port on the server or somewhere? Like maybe go to localhost 5 port 5000 on your browser or something, or maybe should we see URL it or something like that?
it's okay. Visit. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. So what we are doing right now is running the server. So then we have to visit the client itself.
to actually see.
Yeah, it's not sending any data. Wait, is it port 5000 you're still using?
I think.
No,
Let
use
me go to
use
the
one to
main.
seven. Try using 127, even if it's the same. Yeah, that 127.0. Use the IP. Yeah.
Yeah, you have. If you use
Oh,
the IP, you don't need the.
no, you still use the port 5000.
That won't work. I don't think it will work.
Yeah, it's work now. It's a web address. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this my
Wait, go by. Actually, is it printing from here?
something panicked.
Environment variable. Oh,
That is
wait.
Rust panicking.
Do we need the environment variables?
For what? I don't think so.
Say something about environment variables. Goodbye world. Let me see if dun, dun. No, we don't need environment variable or to display a backtrace. Not sure what that means. But at least we got a response. So if we can expect to see network network tab if we get anything meaningful. Mm, nothing. Oh, there's actually this is coming from
Yeah, the
yeah
server.
message build.
So let's see the headers that are coming back.
So application
Content length 30.
200 okay. Okay. This is normal. request
Yeah, normal
headers,
request headers. Yeah,
remote address.
and the response headers looks like the ones we already configured in our code,
Mhm.
so it kind of looks accurate. Everything looks accurate, rather.
Yeah.
We has responses configured for like different kinds of requests, even
Mm-hmm.
or what's that?
So depending on the status. So once you have, I think the response handled here, and this result. So depending on the status you get, so sort of like pushes that response, pushes that into the response object. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So set is text, headers, and the body. So these ones are the status text. So depending on the number, map it text to it.
Okay.
Let me see the methods. Oh, this is the message we're saying goodbye. It's goodbye payload. So we can go to slash to those. Right.
Yeah, it's
Can you
pretty
see
dope.
this? Yeah.
Yeah.
So completed blah 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 title my first ever peer project. And all these are great requests. Okay, he also has delete output update. Which is really nice. Okay. Things are constant. Controllers. So the
Mm.
okay. Add block to nice.
So he did a bunch of stuff. Granted, he
Yeah,
actually did like a full fledged Java from scratch, using even added like workers in it.
yeah,
I need to
trade
actually read
pool.
that article, like to like run this project by myself, even to learn stuff. Definitely cooked on this.
Yeah, it's actually awesome. Uh,
You should probably end the stream at this point.
yeah, I mean, we're like over an hour in already. Uh,
Yeah,
and at least we're able to see this run locally. Uh, so yeah, I think we can we can end it at this junction. But this definitely still has like there's still a lot of things I still need to like look into
actually,
this
I think
stuff.
I can find a way to share this in the chat, so people can maybe like go and watch, go and read this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's a lot of
good to.
yeah, lot of work around. Uh, and if you're using frameworks, Rust frameworks for things like this, it's very much like streamlined and
Easier, yeah,
instead of
way easier.
yeah.
Like scaffolds already available for it to just work off
Hmm.
of. But he had to do
Yeah.
everything from scratch.
Yeah. That's why we had like more handling workers and all this stuff are things that you
Hmm.
would have right off the bat from like
True.
so yeah, think it's an awesome one. Also, somebody is. Wait, is this from? Oh, I saw a comment. Okay, but we still have viewers from Twitch actually. One viewer. That's nice. Stuff sharing.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you all for coming to today's stream. Stream is definitely going to be much better, and we weren't able to get to like the AI parts and even front end parts of Rust I wanted to explore because of like time and stuff. But we definitely did do like a bit of dive into Rust, looked at syntax, were able to set up the server even to run it. So I think this was really like a fun learning experience, especially for me because this is like my first time actually building a proper server in Rust. I've built like projects and maybe tools, but like actually working on a server in Rust feels kind of nice to be honest. Mario, what do you want to say?
Yeah. Awesome experience. So most of this stuff I'm just seeing for the first time and diving into like server aspect of things. And I mean, for me that do like a lot, interact a lot with like HTTP response and stuff on a daily basis, right? So actually seeing them in like the purest form actually cool, right? So you see how exactly those response and requests are being traded along those thin lines. Actually cool and good to learn, right? But you just have to like stuff like this. You have to like sit down properly with it to like be able to like digest and understand most of the stuff.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, but I think it's been good and I've learned a couple of stuff as well. So yeah, good one.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. 123 of you. Shout out to viewers in the audience. Shout out to um, everyone watching that didn't go to touch grass. Thank you all for coming to this stream, and I'll catch you all same places next time, next week. Bye, everyone.